Hi, my name is Tony Sims, and I want to welcome you to Connecting Communities TV, where we interview people from Tucson's neighborhoods, schools, businesses, churches, and nonprofits, as well as funders and investors. Our goal is to discuss ways each of these people are contributing to social and economic development within neighborhoods, and ultimately throughout Tucson. Each interview will allow you to identify opportunities for you to get involved and become a part of the solution. The solutions of decreasing and preventing crime, increasing healthy lifestyles, improving educational success, and increasing job skills and employment. We keep each interview short and focused, but packed full of intriguing questions. So please take a moment to learn more about Tucson's systems, organizations, assets, and its people.
Welcome to the first episode of Connecting Communities TV. My name is Malini Sims, and I am the Director of Social Development at Good Neighbor Ventures. Today, we're going to talk about crime in our neighborhoods. Joining me will be Kara Curtis from Tucson Police Department and George Hubbard, a member of the Mountain First Community Action Group and Neighborhood Association.
Working in the community outreach section, I deal a lot with neighborhoods, and the crime trends that I notice that most residents are concerned with are burglaries, thefts from residences, from their yards, from their vehicles parked in their driveway, their carport, and also graffiti.
Hi, George. How are you today?
I'm just fine today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Thanks for joining us. So George is part of the Mountain First Community Action Group. If you're not familiar with community action groups, they're Good Neighbor Ventures funded neighborhood groups that really try to empower the residents by creating a plan to decrease crime, increase healthy lifestyles, improve education, and increase job skills and employment in their area. So, George, we just heard from Kara Curtis from the Tucson Police Department about some of the issues affecting our neighborhoods. Are there any issues your neighborhood has?
Well, we certainly have every issue that she mentioned. We have the burglaries and theft from stuff that's left loose in the yard and breaking into cars and that sort of thing. But nothing real major, but always of a concern.
Okay, so what are some of the ways that your neighborhood and your community action group have worked together to try to decrease some of these concerns?
Well, there's several issues. The more obstacles that you can put in their way, the better off you are. And the obstacles can start with blocking things up and knowing your neighbors, and so your neighbors kind of can watch out for your property and you can watch out for theirs. And just putting as many obstacles in the way of them achieving their goal as you possibly can.
Great. So I heard a tidbit that your community action group did something very eco-friendly to try to deter burglaries. Can you explain a little bit more about what you guys did in the neighborhood?
Yes, basically we had a group of people from one small part of the neighborhood, and they have alleys behind their houses, as most of us do, and they've been a problem with people climbing the fences. So we are planting cactus every 2.5 to 3 feet apart, cholla cactus that will make a miserable thing if they try to get in there. But there's always a gate in the middle. And the gates, obviously, we can't put cactus in front of. Mm-hmm. So the Good Neighbor Ventures worked with us, and we have cameras mounted on the gates. So if they try to come through the gate, we'll have a picture of them, and the cameras are activated by motion at either daytime or nighttime. It will record whatever is happening.
Wow, that's great. Thank you again for coming and sharing your story.
Sounds great. But now we'll see how it works.
Yes. So we just heard a great idea from George about what Mountain First is doing to deter burglars in their area. Welcome back, Kara.
Thank you.
So for those of us who might not be horticulturists and not know anything about cacti, what would you recommend residents do to try to decrease their chances of being burglarized?
Well, George brought up some really good ideas. The cactus is actually a very good deterrent. But you can also, if you don't want to plant cactus and have that in your yard, you can just lock your back gate. Make sure all your outside doors have deadbolt locks. Your windows are secured with an auxiliary lock, not just the lock that locks them. And another tip is to write down serial numbers of any items that have serial numbers, electronics, bicycles, items like that.
Great. And if they do have any questions about the writing down of serial numbers or who to call to get more information, is there a number they can call to?
Absolutely. They can always call me. My direct line is 837-7241. We also have those tips on our website at tucsonaz.gov/police and go to the crime prevention link.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us, Kara, and for the excellent information.
Thank you for having me.
So thank you for watching our first episode of Connecting Communities TV. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you're in a community that would like more information about your crime statistics, Good Neighbor Ventures has these reports for neighborhoods that show the crime stats in regards to assault, larceny, burglary, narcotics, and criminal damage. We also have an array of services to help your neighborhood fulfill their crime goals. Call us at 512-5740.